And I will share this recording with your leadership team and they can share the link with everyone. So if you're in this meeting, if anyone missed it, you can always come back and view this recording. So Lionel, is there anything you want to mention to the team before we start?
Yeah, I have everyone's accounts created. They can access it through McColly Connect or visit the website that is mccolly.maxadesigns.com.
I'll put it in the chat. Here. I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay.
And then the app is also available on Android and Apple Play, the store.
And then Lionel, we still have the generic password that we set for everyone, right?
Yes, everyone's password is McColly 2023 to start, and they can change their password once they log in.
Let me put that in the chat.
No capital letters, correct? That's all lowercase.
Yeah.
And we'll have a recap from this too, guys, with instructions of where you log in.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to be giving you guys, this is super exciting. I'm going to give you guys a tour of your brand new marketing studio. We'll go through how the platform works, how to easily go in, start customizing designs. I'll be showing you the various exporting options, print, download, share. And then at the end, we will do a Q&A session. So if you have questions, I just ask that you hold on to it till the very end. And then I'll address everyone, whether it's through the chat or if you want to, unmute yourself and ask away. So without further ado, just a quick intro. So what you're about to see is a templated based marketing design platform. Let me actually start sharing my screen. You have tons of designs in here filled with different kinds of content options and different styling options. Our design team has worked super closely with Lionel the last couple of months just to build out this marketing center. And all the templates include, your logos, your fonts, your colors. So again, everything is already designed for you as an agent. And all you have to do is just basically go in, find whatever template you want to customize and start working away. So what you're seeing right now is the platform. Again, this is all branded to McColly. Anytime you click on the logo on the top left, this is just going to bring you back to this main dashboard. So this is essentially like your homepage. Right now, I'm logged into my own account and I'm seeing basically everything that I've worked on and saved. Our platform is similar to Canva, but I always say it's Canva on steroids made specifically for real estate. So let's see, where do we want to start? So when you log in for the very first time, your dashboard is going to appear empty just because you haven't really worked on anything. And when you log in for the very first time, by default, you will be redirected to your account information page where you can enter all of your contact info, upload your headshots, whatever it may be. After the very first time, you can access that account information page at any point by going to the top right. If you click on your name, you'll get this drop down. So you just want to hit account information. And this is where you come in and enter all your relevant information. Just double check. I think most of this stuff should be filled out for you. But again, just come in, enter anything that is not filled out already. Address, city, state, zip, office phone, mobile phone. If you have your own website, you can upload your headshot. You can upload 2 logos. So if you have like your own branding, you can upload like a lighter version and a darker version, which is pretty cool. And then also if you have like your own colors, so like you have your own logos, you have your own branding aside from McColly. What's cool is you can also upload a primary color and a secondary color. You don't have to. If you don't, what's going to happen is when you open up the templates, everything will be defaulted to the McColly colors. But if you have your colors, you can upload a primary and a secondary. So I've uploaded my blue and a gray. And essentially all the information you enter here anytime you open up a template, this is going to automatically load onto the template. So it's going to save everyone a lot of time and a lot of energy. You don't have to constantly worry about adding any of this information to the pieces. So just hit save. And then the second thing I would advise you guys to do is to set up your partner profiles. So same thing from the top right dropdown, click on partners. And you can come in and build out partner profiles. This is unique to your own account. A couple of things to note here. There's no minimum or maximum as to the number of partners you can build out. And this is not creating a login for that partner. This is just simply a placeholder system so that we do have co-branded templates, which I will show you in a second. And what I mean by co-branded, there's going to be two placeholders for contact info. One obviously being for yourself as the agent, and the other for anyone that you potentially partner with, whether it's like a co-listing with another agent, or if you work with a specific lender. Again, we've built this out so that you can build out your partner profiles. It looks identical to the account information page, but obviously this is for your partner. So come in, fill this out, upload their headshot, upload their logo, and then hit save. And you're pretty much ready to, get going afterwards. So I'm going to click on the logo on the top left. It's going to bring me back to this main dashboard. And let's see what else. So yeah, this dashboard is essentially, like I said, it's your one-stop shop for everything you need, and all the designs that you've customized and saved will live on this dashboard. We'll go through everything else. So on the top here, we have announcements. So anytime we roll out any new features to the platform, we'll share an announcement at the top here. So you can just click on it and this message will pop up so you can read about whatever that new feature is. Bottom left, this is pretty important. We have our knowledge center. This is our video tutorial center. So if you're ever in the platform and you're just stuck on something, or if you need any help before you contact your leadership team or you contact our support team, I always recommend just going to the knowledge center and seeing if you can find the video here to solve your issues. And when you click on any of these, the video will expand and you just have to unmute it so you can hear the narration as well. So again, knowledge center is located at the bottom left, pretty important. Going back to the dashboard. So this is where it gets exciting. All the templates right now are housed on this left side. So if you want to work on digital content, we have Instagram and Facebook stories. Office social media. So this is more for like internal use. So upcoming events, happy birthdays, recognition. And then if you click on browse all, you'll see all of the templates that are in this specific category. But again, some of these folders, when you click on it, you will see that there are subcategories. So quite a few to choose from. Social media. So this is like personal branding, testimonials, brokers open, open houses, new listing. There's a lot in here. But again, we've broken it down. So if you want to just see broker open market updates, you can. Listing related, open house, quotes, testimonials. Social media banners, we've broken it down by Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Going into print templates. So business cards, there's 2 templates here. Buyer's material, you have a buyer's guide and some additional sheets here. Letterhead, you have a few options. Listing material, you have a listing presentation and a couple more flyers. Postcards, quite a few postcards. So we've broken it down by the sizes, 4x6, 6x11, 8.5 by 5.5. Property brochure, we have 4 options here. So 2 4-page that are horizontal. We have a 4-page that's vertical. And it looks like there's another template for luxury. Property flyers, we have 8 templates right now. So these are broken down by like one-sided, double-sided, single agent, co-branded. And then finally, you have 3 templates for thank you cards. So right now, again, everything is broken down by digital and print. Going into assets, what we've done here is just added all the logos. So if you ever need a logo for external use, whether it's from McColly, Luxury, Portfolio International, Leading RE, whatever it may be, just come into the assets folder. And once you click on it, as that file is just going to download directly to your computer. So that's pretty neat. Under external links, right now we just have this linked to your website. So if you click on it, the McColly website will open. Coming back to the top, under favorites, once all of you are on here working on designs, and you click on this folder, this will update, I think, on a weekly basis. And it's just going to show everyone what the most popular templates are within the platform. So that's pretty cool. And then as a user, you also have the ability to favorite specific categories. So if you find yourself working under social media pretty often, you can just come to the right, click on that heart, and that's going to be housed under favorites. So it's just going to be easy to find, easy to navigate. And again, this is unique to your own account. No one else will see this. And then finally, with specific templates as well, let's just say these top 3, if you like these templates, you can click on the heart on the top right. And then what that's going to do under favorites, it's going to create a new folder, favorite templates, that all of your templates that you favorite will be housed in this folder. So that is there anything else that I missed? That's essentially everything with this front end dashboard. We'll come back and I'll show you some quick and easy things that you can do directly from this dashboard. But at this point, let's just go ahead and open up a flyer and show you what the designer looks like. So we'll start with the property flyer. We'll do a co-branded piece. Let's do this one right here. So I'm going to click on it. And when you click on a template, you see a preview. Actually, I'll do a double-sided. Give me 1 second. See which one I want to do. No, we'll just go back to this co-brand because I want to show you what the co-branded piece looks like. So again, you click on it, designer launches, you click on create design. And now before the designer launches, we have this menu. So because this is a co-branded piece, you would just simply select from a drop-down menu which partner you want to be included. So I'm selecting my partner, hitting next. And this is super cool. We've integrated your MLS feed into the platform as well. So you can just simply search by the property address or the MLS number. So I actually have a listing here ready to go. Oops. Okay, it's pulled up the listing. So now if I click on it, you'll see everything that's being pulled from that specific listing from the MLS, property address, the description, the price, bed, bath, square footage. It looks like this listing doesn't have it. So if you have that information, you can just enter it manually here or in the designer, obviously. And then photos, you can come in, select your 3 photos that you want to be on this template because right now there's 3 images on this template. So let's just say this image, we'll do a few interior, that one, and this one. So I've selected my 3. And then another thing you could do is just click on upload all pictures. I'll show you once we launch the designer what that's going to do. Confirm your listing and hit create. But then there's one more thing. I just remembered my property description here. This is pretty long. So you'll see here, we have a limit of 500 characters. So you can just come in and get rid of a lot of this. Give me 1 second. Still over that limit. Okay, perfect. So this is ready to go. I'm going to hit create, and now our designer will launch. And I think when when you're importing like a bunch of photos from the MLS listing, which is what we're doing right now, we're transferring over all of the photos. It might take a second for the designer to load, which is what you're seeing right now. But if you're just pulling over like 3 or 4 photos, the designer will launch pretty much right away. So let's give it a second so all the images can transfer over, and you will see our designer in a second. Okay, so we're in the designer. Zooming in, zooming out is located on the bottom left. So if I zoom in, right away, you'll see all my information has loaded, my partner's information has loaded, my own logo has loaded, all the property information has loaded, the 3 images, the address, the price, bed, bath, square footage. So first thing I want to show you guys is the ability to swap out photos. Starting with my partner's headshot. Let's just say my partner reaches out to me and they say, I have a new headshot that I want to use moving forward. There's a couple ways you can go about that within the system. Number one, you can always just access their partner profile that you've built out for them and just upload their new headshot there. But then in the designer, it is super easy to just go in and swap out all of these photos because these are all set to what we call upload zones, which means if you click on that placeholder or that specific image, you'll see that blue outline over it. It activates this image and our image library pops up on the left side where you have all your options for adding and swapping out photos. And I will go through all of these options with you in a second. But in this case, I just want to upload my partner's new headshot. So I'm going to go with this option here, upload image from my computer. Hopefully I have it saved on my computer. Just find where it is. Click on it. It's going to load and then automatically swap out. And then, you know, if you need to adjust this, expand it, move it around, super easy to do. Undo and redo is located at the top. So if you ever make a mistake, you want to go back, you always can. And swapping out the images on this template, again, these are all upload zones, which again, I'm going to click on it. You see that blue outline, which is just letting me know whatever action I take next, this will swap out for this specific image placeholder. So all of the images that we just pulled from the MLS, they will get housed in this folder right here. So if you click on it, you'll see all the images that we just pulled over. So if you want to go in and swap these out afterwards, you can, super easy. And then again, if you need to like move this around, make it fit better, you can definitely do that as well. So I can just go in super easy, just swap out all 3 photos. And there you go. Going back to the image library. So again, upload image, uploading something from your computer. This second option here is our stock image library. It's made up of over 1 million high resolution copyright-free images. So again, for a property flyer, not really relevant because you need the exact photos from the property, but just to show you what it looks like, I'm just going to type in a keyword and I get endless options. So I can just come in and just click any of these. And again, because I had this selected, it's just going to swap it out. And again, these are placeholders. So if you move it around, you see what that placeholder looks like. So you can play with it. You can drag out the corners if you want to zoom in, whatever it may be. So stock image library. My uploads, this folder, anytime you upload something from your computer or you select something from the stock image library, that's just going to be housed in this folder. And we have this built out so that you don't have to constantly re-upload or look for the same images anytime you want to work on a piece. And if this folder ever gets out of hand, you can come in and clean this up just by clicking on the X on the top right. So that's my uploads. So in addition to swapping out these images, you also have the ability to add any images that you want. The way to do that, what I like to do is just click on the outside just to ensure that nothing is selected. So that now if I go back to the image library and I select any of these options, so let's just say this one, it's just going to be placed onto the design where I can move this around, adjust the size, do whatever I want with this. Some other cool things, you can go to filters. If you want to make it black and white, you can. If you want to invert it, you have all these cool little filters that you can play around with. Going back to the image library, let's just go through everything here. So if you open up a template and for whatever reason, it doesn't have like your logo or your headshot, if you click on this, that will be available here. And then the other thing you can do is obviously just upload your logo as well. So images, just to show you, I'm going to upload my own logo. It's going to load, and then I can place this wherever I want on the design. And then the other cool thing is if you're uploading something, so for instance, this logo, if it's a PNG, you do have the ability to come and customize the color. So again, this logo is selected. I can click on the color wheel on the top, and then you do have access to the full rainbow of colors, but to make everyone's lives easier, we've added all of your McColly brand colors. So let's just say I want to make it the red. And then again, I can place this wherever I want. If I don't want it, I can just hit delete and get rid of it. Going back to the image library, again, all these templates are branded, but if for whatever reason you want to add a logo, we've added all the McColly logos, the leading RE, luxury portfolio, international logos here as well. Social media icons. So I'll show you guys a trick. I'm going to zoom out so you can see this template better. Social media icons, we've added pretty much every icon you can think of. These are, again, all transparent PNGs. So if I want to add, let's just say a LinkedIn icon, by default, it's black. I'm going to make this much smaller. I'm going to update the color to the McColly red. I'm going to zoom in now. Make this a little more smaller. And I could place this, next to my name, align it. And the reason I'm showing you guys this is you do have the ability to hyperlink icons, images, text within the platform. So let's just say this LinkedIn icon, it's selected. You see the blue outline. If I go up to the top menu, the top bar, and go all the way to the right, you'll see this option right here. It says hyperlink. So I'm just going to click on it. And in this case, I would just simply copy paste my LinkedIn URL here, hit save. And then if I was to download this piece as a PDF, whatever you hyperlink will be clickable. So in this case, my LinkedIn icon, if I clicked on it, then my LinkedIn page would open up, which is pretty cool. But again, hyperlinking only works if you export as a PDF. So as a JPEG or a PNG, unfortunately, it won't be clickable. Is there anything else? I showed you guys, this is the folder that gets created with all of the property photos again. Standard shapes, this is the last one. We've added all these shapes. So if you ever want to put your design skills to the test, you can come in here and play with these shapes. But two tricks that I want to show you guys. Let's just say this square, I'm going to click on it. It's going to be placed on my design. Again, by default, it's black. I can change this color to whatever I want. And what I want to do is place this over an image. And right now, I can only adjust this size in this perfect square. So what I'm going to do is go to the top, click on transform right here where it says lock uniscaling. I'm going to turn this off so that now I can adjust this however I'd like. So again, I just want to place this over this third image. So that looks pretty accurate. And the reason why I'm doing this now, if I click on this color wheel again, you have the transparency option here. So I can adjust the transparency and basically create like a little overlay on top of that design, which is pretty cool. Same thing if I go back with this gradient. Again, I can mess with the color. I'm going to click on transform. turn that off. I can adjust that. And there you go. We've created a little overlay or a gradient, I'm sorry, over this image. And reason why I'm showing you this is if you ever want to place text over an image, the text will just read better if you have, you know, an overlay or a gradient on top of that image. So that is everything when it comes to the image library and all of your options. Now let's move on to text. So 95% of the text that you see on these designs, it's editable. However, super important stuff. So like any of the McColly logos, the realtor, equal housing icons, the disclaimers, leading RE, the super important stuff, that stuff is all locked. So I can't even touch it, which is good for you because you don't even have to worry about it as an agent. All that stuff is taken care of for you. But let's just say this property description, right? Again, this was pulled over from the MLS listing, but if I click on that text box, I'm gonna zoom in, I can move it around. I can mess with the alignment if I want to center it. If I want to adjust the size, I can drag out the corners. I can extend it. Obviously, I can mess with the color. If you click on the font dropdown, these are all of your options for fonts. These are all within your brand guidelines, but you do have plenty of options. So let's just say I want to make this a lot of light, whatever it may be. So again, I can come in, get rid of this completely, type in my own property description. If you have it ready to go from somewhere else, you can copy paste it. When it comes to formatting, if you click on format, if you want to adjust the spacing in between the lines, you can. In between the letters, you want to rotate it. And again, you have all these additional options. So alignment options are here as well. Duplicating, flipping, horizontally, flipping vertically, whatever it may be. I'm seeing, so for example, like the price, it's missing the $ and the comma. I can click on it, super easy, just add $, add the comma. So we fixed that. Open house. So this like headline text, I can come in, add a gradient if I want. So this is pretty cool. So I just have to turn it on. By default, we have this red and blue color, but if I click on this red, I can update this to the McColly red. Same thing with this blue. Update this to your navy. Mess with the opacity. Mess with the range. If you want to add more colors, you can. So that's how you add a gradient. So pretty cool. I'm just going to turn it off and go back to what it was originally. There we go. Same thing with the drop shadow. You have to turn it on, select whatever color you want. So let's just say I'll add like a gray that's very faint, so you could barely see it. You can adjust the offset, the X dimension, the Y dimension. So that's pretty cool. One thing I do want to mention, so just because this says open house doesn't mean you're stuck with like an open house design. You guys can get creative. You can come in, change this to, you know, just listed, coming soon, whatever it may be. So again, you're not stuck to what the initial template is intended for. Is there anything else that I want to show you guys with text? Yeah, all your standard text editing tools. So bold, italic, underline, strike through, uppercase, that's all available here. Again, your alignment options, adding a bullet, adding a number. If you have text over an image and you want to mess with the arrangement, you have all your options here, bringing forward, sending backward, bringing to the front, bringing all the way to the back. And again, hyperlinking anything, that's all the way to the right side. You do have the ability to add your own text box. So just to show you what that looks like. Test. So I can place this wherever I want. The one thing to note, if you are adding your own text, this has not been designed out in any way. So you would have to manually pick the color, pick the font, all the formatting you would have to do yourself. However, the one workaround to that is if you like the way something or a specific text box is already designed, so let's just say coming soon, you can copy paste. So Command C, Command V, it's going to copy that. And then now I can go in, place this wherever I want. I can update this text. Mess with the arrangement. And then same thing with right-clicking on your mouse. So copy, paste is going to do the same exact thing. Some other tricks for you guys. So with your mouse, if you hover over everything that is editable, so like the leading RE logo is locked, but all this information with my mouse, I'm hovering over it. Everything now is selected. So now I can move everything around. I can drag out the corner, make it bigger. I can mess with the alignment, whatever it may be. And then you can do, again, the same thing with your keyboard just by clicking on the text box, holding down Command, and that's, again, going to do the same exact thing. Property search within the designer. If you design something and then, you just decide, screw it, I want to actually work on another property instead. If you click on it, same thing, just enter the property information. So here, 12132 White Oak. It's going to pull up the listing where you can do the same exact thing. And basically, let me just show you what that looks like. I'll select my 3 images, confirm that this is your listing, and it's going to replace with this initial property. So if I hit apply, the photo swap out, the text swaps out. So that's pretty cool as well. Property description, you can see it's a little too much. So I just make it smaller, place this there. So that actually fits pretty well. Let's see. Oh yeah, the QR code generator. This is a new feature which we just released. Really cool. So if you click on it, all you have to do is just type in the URL that you want. So let's just say google.com. Code is going to generate, and then this is a transparent PNG as well. So I can place this wherever I want. Let's just say here in this corner. And then I can come in and update that color as well. So pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in. This red line and blue line, let's go through that. So any important information, any pertinent information on this design, you just want to make sure that it's within the red line for print. And then anything that extends into the blue should be a full bleed if you're getting it professionally printed. So once again, the red line is essentially your safe zone, and then the blue line is your trim line. Anything that extends into the blue should be a full bleed if you get it professionally printed. And again, at any point, you can toggle this on and off. You can turn this on and off by going into the settings tab right here. So if you click on settings, enable safe zone is on. But if you want to see what this would look like as like a JPEG or a PNG, just turn it off and that goes away. So let's just say I've made all my changes. I've swapped out all the photos. I've added all my text. This looks ready to go. Let me just come in, add the $, add the comma. Save your design. So this is important. We always recommend that you save your piece as much as possible when you're in the designer, but we do have an autosave feature that saves every 3 minutes, I believe. But before I hit save, again, this title here was what this is like the title for this specific template, but even this, you can come and title this to whatever you want. And now I'm going to hit save. And when you hit save, there are some pop-ups that you will see. So if you are working with an image that the system detects it's low res, unfortunately, sometimes when you import photos from the MLS, that the images are just going to be low res. So you can either go back to that image, replace it with something that's better quality. If you have all the images saved, hopefully they're higher quality, so you won't get this pop-up. Or you can just ignore and continue. We have a spell check. So system is not recognizing this word. You also have the ability to add your own words to the dictionary, to your own dictionary. So if I click on my dictionary here, you'll see that initially the system didn't recognize my first name and last name, but I've added that to my dictionary so that moving forward, it's not going to show up in the spell check. Hit continue, you get this message, my design has been successfully saved. So now if I was to close this and go back to the dashboard, you'll see this design that we just worked on is now at the top on my dashboard, which is pretty cool. So now at this point, let's just go through all of the exporting options. So I'm just going to launch the same exact piece. So print, download, share. We do have a print shop that's connected to this platform. This is with our print partner. They're called One Step Services. We do thousands and thousands of orders with them every month. So, and they only work with the real estate and mortgage industry. So they understand the print material, turnaround times, shipping times. They're amazing. So with this property flyer, if I click on print, it's going to launch the print shop again, specifically for this property flyer. So I can scroll down, select all my options, mail to agent, paper type, select whatever you want, quantity, and then based off of whatever you selected here, your price will adjust. So you'll see the price here. And if it looks good to go, you can just add this to your cart. You'll see that's been added on the top here, print cart 1. And at this point, I can either check out, enter my payment information, be done with it, or I can go back, work on more pieces, add everything to my cart, and then, pay for everything at once. That's completely up to you and your workflow. But I do want to show you guys your options in the print shop will vary just depending on the type of collateral that you're working with. So if I was to open up a postcard, I'm just going to bypass the MLS search and just hit create so I can show you what the print shop looks like. Hit print. It's going to save. System is going to do its thing. Spell check. And now I'm in the print shop for this postcard. Again, you see a preview here. And this is where it gets cool. So if I scroll down, again, you can mail this to yourself. But with this postcard, you're seeing this mailing list option. So if I click on it, you can schedule this in advance. So if you're running a campaign, let's just say 2 weeks from now, click on yes, select the date that you want. And then when you scroll down right here, you have 3 options for mailing lists. So if you have your own mailing list ready to go, you can use this first option and just upload that directly here, as long as it's a .csv or a .xls file. So really cool. Here is our free mailing list option. So if I click on it, you're going to see this window that pops up where you can come in, search by a specific zip code, a specific radius. So if I type in, let's just say my own zip code, I'm going to do 1/2 mile radius. So right now I'm seeing over 6,000 leads. But if I scroll down further, you can filter your results. So if you want to see only single family, owner occupied, you can filter out by home market value, household estimated income. If you click on additional options, bed, bath, marital status, year built, length of residency. So this is pretty extensive. But just based off of what I've set right now, I'm seeing 1,166 leads. So I can add this to my cart. That's here. Again, this is free. And then I can come in, select whatever I want. Bulk, first class, paper type. Select your quantity. So if I hit first class, I can, let's see. Yeah, your price is here. Would you like to mail additional prints to yourself? If you check this, I guess you'll have something mailed to yourself as well. We are working with Lionel and your marketing team right now to basically, I think right now, with the mailing list and with bulk, Your minimum, unfortunately, is 1,000, but we are working with Lionel in the print shop to make these options available. So fingers crossed that, you know, these quantities will become available as well. But again, I've set my options, you see your price, and again, you can just add this to your cart. So that's the print shop. Let's see. So I'm going to go back to that initial property flyer that we worked on together and go through the download options. So downloading, you have 5 options, PNG and JPEG. That's your standard, and that's what I recommend if you want to post on social media. So download either as a PNG, JPEG, email the design to yourself, text it to yourself, open it up on your phone, and post on social media. But the cool thing is you guys also have the app that's made specifically for social media, which I will show you in a second. But pretty much the desktop version aligns with the mobile app. So anything that we work on, if you open up the mobile app, you'll see the designs on the dashboard on your mobile app. So you can just post directly onto social media that way as well, which I'll show you in a bit. And then with PDF, you have 3 options. PDF standard, if you want to print at your home or at the office, PDF standard is the way to go. PDF proof is just going to add a big watermark over the top of the design. Chances are you probably won't use this option too much, but it is available. And then PDF print, if you don't want to use our own print shop that's connected to the platform and you have like your own print partner, this option is just going to automatically add the crop marks and the bleeds to the design so that, you know, you can send this off to your print vendor. So that's print. Finally, with share, you have 4 options here. So this first option, social media app, this is going to create a unique URL specifically for this design. So if I was to copy this and place this in another window, this is what it's going to look like. Looks like a mini presentation. You can include this link in your email marketing. You can text this to anyone. And then whenever someone opens this up, they also have the ability to just click on download and then just download this directly to their computer as well, which is pretty cool. And with this option, you do have the ability to log into your Facebook, your LinkedIn. Instagram is coming soon. We're just in the final stages of completing this integration. But with Facebook and LinkedIn, what's going to happen is once you're signed into your account, this link will be shared. It's not going to post it as like a flat image. It's not going to be a JPEG or a PNG. Again, this link will be shared. Send an email. You can send this to anyone you want. Enter the email subject message, select the file type. This is another way to email, you know, a design to yourself, open it up on your phone, post it on social media. You can do like a bulk email as long as the email addresses are separated out by a comma. And then one thing to note, if you are doing a bulk email and you have a bunch of email addresses here, it's not going to BCC the recipients. All the email addresses will show. So just something to be wary of if you're using this option. Copy to another user. This is cool for like collaborating purposes. So if I design something and let's just say someone on my team likes this template and they want the same template, you can just simply add their email here and send this. The one thing to note, if you're sharing this with like someone that doesn't have access to the platform, is just a random email, this is not going to do anything. So this feature will only work if you're sharing with someone that has access to the platform and they have their own login. But what this is going to do, once I hit send email, once the other person logs into their dashboard, a duplicate will be live on their dashboard. So they can open it up, make whatever changes they want on their end, update text, update photos, and I won't see those changes on my end. And then vice versa. So if I share this with someone and then I go back on my end and make additional changes, whoever I've shared it with, they will not see those changes. So that's copied to another user. And then finally, as an email template, you can connect to MailChimp or Constant Contact to schedule an email campaign directly with this design, which is pretty cool. So those are all of our exporting options. I'm gonna close and go back to the dashboard and show you guys some quick and easy things that you can do directly from the dashboard. So if you click on the top right, the three dots, you'll see a drop-down menu. All of your exporting options, so print, download, share, you can do directly from the dashboard. Hitting edit is just gonna launch the designer. If again, I like this template and I want to use it, let's just say for another property, duplicating is just going to create a copy of this. So again, you can come in, change the text, change the photos, update this title to whatever you want. Hit save, system is going to do its thing. And then now if I go back to the dashboard, you'll see that copy. From that drop down, is there anything else? Archiving is just going to delete your design, which you don't really have to delete anything. But again, if you just have too many designs on your dashboard and you want to clean it up, you can always archive. But if you work on a piece and you just don't like the way it's turned out, you can always just find that initial master template and just start from scratch. And then you do have the ability to create folders and just organize everything on your dashboard. So it's completely up to you how you want to organize. So you can do it based off of like the type of collateral. You could do it like property specific. So I've created 2 folders, and then you can come in. Easiest way is just to drag and drop into that folder. From that same drop down, you'll see move to folder. Just select the folder that you want. And then if you're trying to move more than one design at once, on the top left of each design, just check it off. So let's just say these 2. You'll see right here, it says batch actions, move to folder, and then just select the folder that you want. All right, so I do want to reiterate how much flexibility you guys have on this platform when it comes to customizing and you know, designing these pieces. So if I go to social media and let's just say, what's a piece that I want to show? This one. So this is a quote piece, right? For social media. I'm going to launch the designer. My color has loaded. That's the blue that I had in my account information. Again, initially this template is for a quote, but I can come in here and change this to whatever I want. So let's just say I want to use this for like an upcoming holiday post. You know, happy Easter, whatever it may be. I can make the font bigger, align it better. I can swap out this image. So now I can go to the stock image tool, just search Easter. And you get all these options. I can just select any of them. Let's just say this one with the eggs. It's going to swap out. And within 1 minute, I've created a happy Easter social media post. I can come up to the top here, retitle this. Hit save. And then again, if I go back to my dashboard, you'll see this piece. All right. So the only other thing I want to show you guys is the mobile app. Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen from my phone. Cool. All the way in the bottom left is, can you guys see my screen? I just want to make sure.
I cannot.
Yes?
No, I just see black.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me figure this out. How come that didn't work? Let me try it one more time. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Perfect. So bottom left is what your icon is going to look like, the McColly real estate. So now you can see, again, this is linked with my desktop version. Everything that we've worked on together is now on my mobile app. So I can come in, open up an existing template that I've worked on, make whatever changes I want. I can go back, click on the plus on the right side, templates, find a template. So let's just say social media. Open up any of these. Again, the mobile app is also integrated with your MLS. So if you're opening up like a just listed, you can type in the property address and then again, all the feed information will load. But super easy. Come in here, you can upload something from your phone. So if you're like opening up like a property flyer and you're actually at the property, you can take photos with your phone and then just upload that directly to a template. Let's just say stock image library, business, whatever it may be. Hit save. Go back to my dashboard. And then if I want to, if I hit download, it's going to download directly to my camera roll, which is cool. And then if I hit share, you get all your share options. So if I want to like post this on Instagram, then I would just click on the Instagram logo. And then now you can post this as a post, a story. You can send it as a private message. So pretty cool. That's the mobile app. And let me stop my sharing. Give me 1 second.
McColly
Hey,
Marketing.
Artin, real quick.
Yeah.
McColly Marketing Suite,
What's
and
the
then
easiest
McColly-
way of finding the McColly Marketing Suite on the App Store? Because we're having trouble locating it.
So I think the easiest way is to share the link with your team. And then once they click on the link, it's just going to open up the App Store on their computer or on their phone. Let me actually get that right now. Give me 1 second. It'll take me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, so in the chat, this is for the Apple Store if you have an iPhone. And then for Google Play. There you go.
Hey, everyone, I will copy and paste that into Connect. That way you're able to download the app.
Yeah, we can do it then.
Cool. Let's see. All right, so that is pretty much everything, guys. But before we open up for Q&A, I just want to go through best practices for using our platform. So we do definitely recommend using Google Chrome as your browser. It's fast, it's secure, and it's able to handle a high functioning website like this. Obviously, make sure you are connected to the internet. And then if your platform is being slow for whatever reason, there are some things that you guys can do to try and improve the speed. Number one, just close out of tabs and programs if you have a bunch of things open. Sometimes that helps. Number two, just try clearing your browsing data, just because all your data and all your cookies are constantly being saved. Sometimes that helps as well. Make sure obviously your computer is up to date. And then finally, sometimes just restarting your computer helps with the speed as well. If your problems persist and you just don't know what to do, again, you can always contact your leadership team, but we also have support emails here on the platform. This goes directly out to our support team. We're available 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every single day, Eastern Standard Time. So if you click on it, you're going to see 2 emails. This first email goes out again to our support team. And this second one is specifically for our print vendor. So if you have specific questions related to print, turnaround time, shipping times, whatever it may be, you can just email them directly. They're super fast as well. They'll respond like within 1 or 2 hours. The only thing we ask, if you are contacting our support team, it really helps us when figuring out what the issue is. If you send us screen recordings, screenshots, all of these templates. So if I just click on this social media one, these all have links. So you can also just copy paste the link and send it to our support team. That way we can, investigate and see what's going on. And then again, I mentioned this a minute ago, but as a user, you just can't really break, ruin, or delete anything. So if you design something, you hate the way it looks, you can always just go back, find that master template and start from scratch. And then finally, the last thing to note before we open it up for questions, this platform is ever evolving. So we are going to be releasing more and more templates into the platform. More features are going to be coming in. So our main priority right now is video. So either Q1 or Q2, we should have video capabilities with our platform, which is super exciting. And another cool thing that we are working on is the ability to just basically type in a property address, and it's going to spit out a bunch of different type of content for you. So you'll get like a property flyer, postcard, property brochure, whatever it may be. So that's another exciting thing to look forward to. So yeah, let's go ahead and open it up for questions. You can either type it in the chat box or you can unmute yourself. Doesn't matter.
Hey, Artin, real quick.
Sure.
You talked about the print for postcards. Now,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken, bulk mail right now is the minimum of 200, and anybody can order any quantity as long as you go with first class.
I'm not sure why, Lionel, these are not working. It should be because we tested this like a couple of days ago, but let me connect with my dev team and also the print shop, because again, this should be available. So I'll check with my team.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Let me check the chat. Give me 1 second. Any questions?
Hey, real quick, Artin, can you show us the print pricing?
So from the top right drop down, you'll see it says print prices, and then this is just going to launch the print pricing sheet. So this is for everything. Every specific type of material has all the options, and then based off of those options, the quantity and then the price for each. Again, this is the top right, print prices.
And then can you also show us where you can store your mailing list?
Yes, so again, I'm just going to launch the print shop for this postcard. You would just upload it here, and once you've uploaded something or you've used this option, it's going to be saved. So once it's saved, you can just go ahead like afterwards and use a list that you've previously used in the past.
And that also gets stored in the top right corner, correct? Somewhere in your account?
That would just be here in the print shop.
Okay, thank you.
So if I click on like I don't have one, but if I did, I can just click on this and I would see what I've used in the past, and then I can just click on whatever I want to use.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. I'll ask one more time. Any questions?
Yes, one more question, sorry.
What's the turnaround time on mailing?
What's the turnaround time for mailers?
So good question. It depends on obviously the type of collateral, but the production time is typically a day to 2 days at most. And then the shipping times, again, another 1 to 2 days. And that's nationwide because again, we work with clients all throughout the nation.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm with McColly Bennett Commercial Advantage. When we use this and we upload the McColly Bennett Commercial Advantage logo as our secondary logo, does it change the main, like, all of these templates? I see McColly Real Estate's.
So that's a good question. Right now, my own account, I only have access to the general McColly templates. But however, we've worked with Lionel. So if you were to log in to your own account and you're a part of the Bennett team, you would see already that we've created Bennett specific templates with the Bennett logos.
And we're currently working on doing that same thing for Commercial Advantage as well.
Oh, okay, all right, thank you, because I did not see that. I just logged in a few minutes ago to my own account and I didn't see that. So thanks, I appreciate that answer.
Yep, no worries.
Kathy, I saw you raise your hand. Do you have a question?
We did it.
It was us.
Oh, okay.
How do we log into make our, to start making our own? And even to play in it, how do we?
Sorry, there was a bad echo. I think it's because everyone in the room is connected to the Zoom. What's the best way to do that? Are you able to type it in the chat?
I did it, Alan.
Did,
Yeah, it did it for me.
we had just a couple questions, but one big thing was just logging in. Now, just to confirm, the same login credentials to get into the desktop version is the same to get into the mobile app.
Yeah, and actually, let me just open up a new window. This is what the login page looks like. So just come in, type in your email, and then again, the generic password that we've set for everyone is Higgins 2023 all underscore or lowercase. The way that you would update your password, I forgot to show you guys this. Once you're in your account, go to the account information page, hit settings, and then here's where you can come in and set whatever new password you want for yourself. And then obviously just hit save. And that's it.
And just to iterate, everyone starts off with the same password, McColly 2023.
Yeah, McColly 2023, all lowercase, which it's in the chat as well. All right, Lionel, do you have anything else to add before we sign off?
I have nothing at the moment.
Okay. All right, everyone. Well, enjoy the platform. I encourage you to go in, explore, start designing, start messing around with everything. And again, it's super user friendly. I have no doubt that you guys will pick this up in no time.
Artin, is there another training that will be following up or is that still on the pipeline to be scheduled?
Yeah, so whenever you want another training, if that's like 2 weeks from now, a month from now, just reach out and we'll put something on the calendar.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Of course. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. And again, enjoy the platform. Happy launch day. Of
Thank you.
course. Bye-bye.